Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? My name is Blitzwinger. Ladies and gentlemen, today, the Age of Ultron, for the very first time, arrives in Marvel's Avengers. We get a new costume based on the Age of Ultron film. This time, it will be Bald Eye, who will be sprouting some hair and finally looking like what many people have wanted Hawkeye to look like in this game, because we are getting a Hawkeye skin based on Age of Ultron. Of course, with the Hawkeye show coming up next week, there's probably going to be some other skins coming soon to Marvel's Avengers. Wink, wink. I think so, at least. I don't know anything, but I think so. Just making a prediction here that it seems like Kate Bishop is the one character that seems to not have gotten a whole lot of attention within Marvel's Avengers. So hopefully that will be happening when the show airs. Now, of course, with all that in mind, also exciting news, they did bring back the Mark V armor into the shop. So if you watched my last stream where I completely failed thinking that I was going to buy myself the Iron Man Mark V, I went into the shop, I was all excited, I clicked the store, and then it was because there was no Iron Man Mark V available. I thought maybe it was a timed exclusive skin, which really bummed me out. Fortunately enough, it was just a glitch. It has now been fixed, and now you can pick it up for yourself. So we're going to play as that skin as well. Now, this is also a sub-game stream, which means that if you're a member at the captain rank, one of the perks that you get is that anytime I do a multiplayer stream like this one here today, you get to join me for some of the missions, some of the levels. So consider becoming a member at the captain rank. Of course, if you can't afford to or don't want to support the channel that way, that is perfectly fine. If you can, please hit the thumbs up button, though. That would really help out a ton. If you can, share the stream as well. That would be very much appreciated. Those are wonderful ways to show support, and I appreciate each and every single one of you that does that. Of course, you can also grab some merchandise. Thank you so very much for the support, and let's rock and roll. Boom! We're in! We are in the stream. What's poppin', everybody? How are we all doing? Nifty Gamer Boy, thank you for the $1.99 super chat. Hey Blitz, back watching the streams. Life has been hard. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Fortunately, that's just the way life is. It's kind of peaks and valleys, you know what I mean? That's why I always tell people, like, if you're going through something really crappy in your life, if there's some that's keeping you down, again, you're probably just going through a valley at this point. Keep going, because eventually you'll get to a peak. And guess what? Then when you're like, things could never get any better, but boom, you're going to go back down to a valley. But that's just how life is. So the more you live life, the more you realize that's how life goes. Big Oofsif, thank you for 17 months of support, my guy, saying, oh yeah, baby, 7 more months. Hope everyone is having a great day. Be sure to leave a like. Big Oofsif, thank you so very much for your support. It is very, very much appreciated. Like always, brah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Raffaele TV says, can I play, please? Yes, don't worry. I'll be adding people in just 1 second. Jacob Kerr asks, how much is a member? There are 2 different ranks, Corporal and Captain. Corporal is $1.99 per month, and Captain is $4.99 per month. You can see the different perks that are available, but the big distinctions is priority in sub-games or custom games, access to the Pixelmon server, which is given only to captains. So there you go. Did you see the trailer for the multiverse game? Yes, I did see the trailer. I'm just confused, like, why everybody's going after Smash Bros. I guess, like, I don't know. I'm just super curious to see if any of these games, like, succeed, and if any of them can not necessarily take any player base away from Smash Bros, but at least, like, expand the pool of players that play these, like, arena brawlers. Because I think that Nickelodeon All-Stars failed at that. Now, I think the huge advantage that this game has is that it's free to play. I think that's a great decision. I really wish that Nick All-Stars was also free to play, because then I think a lot more people would try it. And the other thing would be really awesome is, of course, if it's cross-platform play. Because again, I think in this day and age, it makes no sense to try to gate your players in their own distinct little communities. Just let everybody play together. Like, if you love Xbox, perfect. Like, you use that console, I'll use a PlayStation, somebody else will use a Nintendo Switch or a PC, whatever it might be, or a Nokia phone. Then again, Just let everybody aggregate together and play together. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So here's the moment we've all been waiting for. So first of all, let me just confirm to you guys that the Iron Man... So as I was saying, what we're going to do is we're going to go on ahead and get this Hawkeye Marvel Studios Avengers Age of Ultron costume. This is what it looks like right here. Pretty good recreation. I really like this costume because I think this is the most like comic booky look that Hawkeye has ever had in the films. So I really do like this design because it has a bit of that purple within the costume. So that's really, really cool. So we're going to go on ahead and pick it up. It's 1,400 credits. I believe it's cheaper now to get credits on PlayStation, or sorry, on Xbox because of the Game Pass partnership that they have. So I think it's like, I want to say it's a 20% disc, maybe 15 or 20% discount or something like that on the credits, which means that technically it is cheaper to get this skin now, or any skin for that matter, on the Xbox. Blitz, you got any plans for the next YOLO craft? If so, what version are you going to play on? No, I don't currently have any plans for it. Agent Phil Coulson says Green Arrow is better than Hawkeye, the most useless Avenger. Well, Agent Phil Coulson, I guarantee you that you know nothing about Green Arrow if it wasn't for the show. So if you're one of those like kind of, what are they called? Plebs who only watches the movies and has never read anything in the comics, you'd know that Hawkeye's a pretty terrific character. It's just that he's never been treated as such in the movies. So boom, get dunked on. Next. Gaming Pizza, I got you. Blitz 3-0, baby. Landed a sweet left hook in the 5th to finish the match. My ego could not be higher right now. Nice, dude. Nice. Talk says, can I play? Yeah. Don't worry, guys. I'm going to be inviting people in just one moment. Let me just go accept my missions first. Oh, wait. Let me equip the new skin. Bada beam, bada boom. We got it. It's coming in hot with the roast. I just, like, honestly, like, some people just have such, like, bad takes. You know what I'm saying? You just got to hit him with a slam dunkerino, bro. You know? You just got to hit him with a slam. Now, welcome to the slam. Or jam. Slam. However that song goes. You know what I'm talking about, right? Can you give me a shout out? No. Corbin Builds. I can't give you a shout out, bro. You'd have to super chat for that, bro. I'm not out here. Corbin Builds, you think I'm one of those YouTubers that just reads chat? Why would I do that, bro? The only time I read chat is if it's super chats. That's all. Corbin Builds. I would never give you a shout out for free, Corbin Builds. Really? Okay, we got Creeper Game. Who was the first person to ask to play? I forgot. I should have written it down. I think Hawkeye is actually the best Avenger, as in Endgame. He was willing to sacrifice himself, and people like Stark and Strange wouldn't have done it. From Identify Project Convertible. Well, did you watch Endgame? Because, you know, I am Iron Man in that moment. That was the ultimate sacrifice. No? Like, he literally did, like, his whole arc is that Tony starts with somebody else sacrificing themselves for him, right? To get out of that cave alive. And that inspires him to then, like, when he tells him, what was his name? Yeltsin, I think? Or Jensen? Something like that. He tells him, don't waste your life. Make sure that, like, you do something with it. And then his whole arc wraps up with him sacrificing himself for everybody else And I kind of wish that he would have said the exact same thing to Peter, because that would have been like, the full circle. If he literally went ahead and said that same line. Raffaele TV, what was your name? Tuck, I got you, bro. Where is Tuck? Wait, Tuck, isn't your name It's Your Boy Tuck? It's Samuel. Maybe not. Tuck, let me know what your name is. Then I'll send you an invite. And Raffaele TV, let me know what your name is as well. Kaylee Dunford, yes, I think they will definitely do a Kate Bishop skin. For sure. They've done most of the other characters have gotten like an MCU variant, right? Bro, did you watch the movie? I did. I mean, that guy I think didn't, so I'm not really sure what he's talking about. I mean, even Doctor Strange to a certain extent makes a sacrifice, right? Because he gets snapped away knowing that he would get snapped away because he saw all the different perspectives. So it's like he doesn't even interfere with that. He's like, listen, if this is what's got to happen, this is what's got to happen, right? So Jensen. Yeah, that was the name. How can I play on a Nintendo Switch? I don't know, dude. I don't think this game is on Nintendo Switch. Nifty Gamer Boy, thank you so very much for another 199 super chat. Hey, Blitz, I can't remember where to go for member. To become a member? Link is in the description. It should be. Did I not pin it in the chat as well? Let me pin that message. There you go. You got one in the chat as well. Yeah, but he had two on Voromir. And they had no idea. I don't think he would have done it if he didn't know you were here, kid. I don't know what you're talking about, Project Convertible. You're going to have to like rationalize that a little bit clearer. Tuck, I'm asking you to go on ahead and join. I just don't know what your name is, bro. Because you're not appearing online. So like you got to appear online to join. It's... At this point, you would think you would know this. Okay, let's get Raffaele. Makes me think of Raphael. No, not Raphael. What, is it Raffaello? Is that the chocolate? Like the white chocolate with like the was that Ferrero Rocher? I don't even know. Okay, let's see if Raffaele R. Okay. Here we go. I got you. Invite sent. Tuck is It's Your Boy Tug. But he's not joining. Or he's not online, I guess. Did you see the Multiverses trailer? Yes, I did see it. He means Stark would have done it if he didn't know Peter would still be alive, I think. He means Stark wouldn't have done it. I don't understand what you're talking about either, Cup of Joe. It's like you guys just like skipped ahead to like a different conversation and then are frustrated that I didn't keep up, I suppose. No, what's the... There's a coconut... do you guys know what I'm talking about? There's like a coconut flavored... I think it's called Raffaello. Maybe I'm wrong. I think it's called Raffaello. It's like coconut. They are like Ferrero Rochers, but it's like a ball with like coconut coating on the outside. And I think it has like a hazelnut or something like that. It is Raffaello. There you go. That's what I was talking about. So yeah. So I guess there is a chocolate like that's a pretty delicious candy. But hold up. So Raffaele, are you joining, bro? They need a Mark 6 Iron Man. Yo, fairly local. They gotta, they gotta give the other Avengers some time to shine as well. It can't be all Iron Man. Don't get me wrong. I am an Iron Man main, so I would like to see more Iron Man armors. But in order to make it like more, not just fair, but just like interesting, so that there's not just one character constantly getting new variants, I think this is a good thing. Like the fact that we got a new Hawkeye skin. I'm pretty sure the guy means that Stark wouldn't have sacrificed himself if Peter wouldn't be alive after it. I don't agree. I just think that's what he means. You think that he thought that Peter was gonna die? Like, what does that sentence mean? I'm pretty sure that the guy means Stark wouldn't have sacrificed himself if Peter wouldn't be alive after it. So, like, if Peter died, Stark would not have sacrificed himself. You guys are telling me that Stark prioritized Peter Parker over his daughter and wife? Like, come on, guys. There's priorities here. Yeah, it's his mentee, but, like, bro, on the list of people that Tony Stark cares about, Rhodey should be ahead of Tom Holland. Should be ahead of Peter Parker. His wife should be ahead of Peter Parker. His daughter should be. So it's like the last thing that he would be thinking in that moment is, oh man, I really got to make sure that Peter survives this. Like, he did it for his wife, his daughter, predominantly, to have a future, because he knew that somebody has to do this. And he knows that in order to reset the world and get things back on track, the way to do that was the way that he did it. That's what I'm saying. Like, Deku, you mean you wouldn't let your family die over some kid you met like 2 weeks ago? Exactly. Like, how? What kind of a rationale is that? Yeah, bro, I really care about this Peter Parker kid. Forget about my wife and daughter. It's really important to me that this spider dude survives. It's like, bro, there's no freaking way. Oh, by the way, we're doing anchor points because that's a lot of... Who's too low of level? Who's getting kicked? Yo, whoever is a low level, switch. We need to do that mission, dude. Did you see how many rewards are there? Ooh, that's good too. Can we do this? Oh, it's single player only. Dang it.
Hey,
Oh, come on. It can't be me, right? It has to be one of my teammates. Raffaele! Bro, you're level 26? Raphael, what have you been playing, bro? It's been like double XP 17 weekends in a row. Man's out here level 26. I mean, sheesh. You know what I'm saying? Just Slack City, bro. Unbelievable, Raffaele. I guess we'll have to do some low-level missions because of Raffaele. Zach Williams says, heck, probably didn't he do it only for his wife and daughter? The whole world was at stake. Yes, I know, Zach. I'm saying to counter... I didn't say that I don't think he did it for the rest of the world. I think he did it definitely for the rest of the world as well. But I'm saying that for the person that was there saying that, oh, he did it because just because he knew that Peter Parker would live. I'm like, there's no way that Peter Parker was even in the top 5 as like in the equation to be like, oh yeah, I really need to sacrifice myself. Like, there's no way. It'd be Pepper, his daughter, Rhodey, and then the world.
Resistance intel has identified
So like that.
of another shield vault. AIM appears to be in the
I think he did it because RDJ was getting old for superhero stuff. I guarantee you RDJ will be back. Give it another 2 years, he'll be back. They'll entice him with, because the thing is though, like you guys have to admit, like outside of the MCU stuff, most of the, oh, by the way, Speedy Myth, thank you for the 2 months of support. Blitz, what's up? Not much, man. Outside of the MCU projects that he has, a lot of stuff has been not very well received. And I'm not even talking about money, meaning like how much money his movies have been making outside of the MCU. I'm talking about like even critical reception, right? Like they're not very well received. So because of that, I think that eventually he'll be intrigued by the possibility of going back to the MCU. And then coupled with that, I think the MCU will be very, very, very desperate for having him back. So I think it'll be like a both. Both sides will be like, hey, so you wanna go to dinner? It'll be like an ex-girlfriend, you know, just like, hey, how's it going? Like just out of the blue, you know, after years of not talking. But it's because he's like a son. He's not, though. Like, Cody, what are you guys? Dude, that drives me crazy when people say that Peter Parker is like Tony Stark's son. Where? He finds him, he brings him in Civil War, and then he has 2 missions with him. Like, we don't ever see any of this, like, camaraderie or, like, this bonding that people somehow have, like, manufactured in their mind. What are you talking about?
Search through this area.
I have no clue what you guys are watching.
Proceed to the designated location.
He already knew about him for like 2 years. They hugged once. Well, okay, never mind. Sorry, I take it back. That makes sense. So yeah, for sure. He's like a son to him. Yeah. It's like when people say like, oh, the only reason why Tony was motivated to do what he did, like to, you know, even try time travel and all that stuff was because of Peter Parker died. I'm like, dude, half the planet disappeared. A lot of his colleagues and friends all disappeared. Again, we're not going to say died because they just got dusted, but we don't know like if they died or not, right? Not at that time, we didn't know if they died. But like, it's not just Peter Parker. There's no way. I like the suit. Yeah, the suit's pretty sweet. I don't know if it's my favorite now, but I do like this costume a lot. I think this is my favorite MCU costume for Hawkeye, for sure. But I really like that one with the, like, kind of bug helmet. Again, just personal preference of just always, like, bug-like designs. As I always refer to, like, Kamen Rider, for example, as, like, a inspiration for some of those designs. Fire those arrows. Costume's looking fly. You know what I've never noticed? How cool the boots are. They look pretty sick. Okay, you messed him up. Okay, let's defeat this last riot bot, and then we can go on ahead and figure out how to open this chest. Hey, I did it. Let's go. Consider grabbing some official Blitzwinger merch. Link below. Thank you, Big Oofsef. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't like Peter being so reliant on Stark in the MCU. He doesn't seem like that in No Way Home, though. Yeah, it's going to be really interesting because, again, No Way Home really does look like it is going to crank up the stakes, let's put it that way, for Peter Parker. So we'll see if that's true. Of course, it's a little too early to judge that. And to be fair, we're not really that far away from the movie releasing, so we'll find out soon enough. Also, guys, thank you so very much, all 174 of you who smashed the thumbs up. I really do appreciate that. If you haven't yet, please do so. RGJ said himself, Iron Man will not return, and maybe an Iron Man woman may happen. Well, first of all, that would be a character called Iron Heart. Riri Williams, who that's what happened in the comics, and they're already doing that, so that is happening. We know that much. But even in that storyline, Tony Stark comes back as an AI that helps Riri. So he becomes an AI similar to like think Ultron kind of, right? But like Ultron and Jarvis, where he's kind of like he has a lot more he is probably more similar to Ultron just because he does have his own free will, just like Ultron does. So think Ultron, but obviously not evil. Although who knows, maybe that'll be the big twist, is that they'll make him evil, which would be interesting. But that is happening. Ironheart is happening. It's already confirmed. It's a show that's in development. They've already even announced the casting for the character of Riri Williams. So we know that is definitely going to occur. but I'm saying that they will. In comic books, no one ever stays dead. Like, spoiler alert, they just killed Johnny Storm again in the comics, like literally this past week. So Johnny Storm has died like 3-4 times, something like that. So like, nobody really stays dead. And you know that if, let's say, the MCU flounders in popularity, oh, you can betcha that they are going to go on ahead, dial their bank, and say, hey, take one of those trucks, fill it up with cash, and here's Robert Downey Jr.'s home address. Just back it up over there, and yeah. So it'll definitely, if we see any type of like numbers diminishing, right? Like, if that occurs, right now, I think the MCU is still strong. Like, I know some people make points about, oh, Shang-Chi and Eternals didn't make money and all that stuff. I don't know the validity of that. I think in their reports, I haven't had a chance to read their financial reports, Disney, that is. So I'm not 100% certain. But from what I saw, people were saying that it showed that they were not profitable. But you have to remember that nowadays, like, their business model is no longer box office based. Their business model is about attracting subscribers to Disney Plus. And so I just think that people need to stop looking at these movies as just, oh, well, how much money did it make at the box office only? You have to look at it like, did it attract, like, for example, when Shang-Chi was added to Disney Plus on November 12th, if you see a spike in subscribers that day, that's worth a lot more to Disney than $50 million at the box office. So it's a bit more difficult now to really measure if a movie is successful or not because of streaming and because of the fact that it's changed how movies make money. Like, the entire business model for it has changed. But still, I also, with that in mind, like, even though I sound like I'm just defending Disney and Marvel here, with that in mind, I do agree that the MCU feels like it's past its peak. Ever since Endgame, like, it does feel like it's not really like operating at that level. However, I would then bring up Exhibit A, Spider-Man No Way Home, because the attention that this movie is getting is stunning. Like, it is mind-boggling just how hyped people are. Like, I knew people would be excited. Of course, it's another Spider-Man movie. I think there's always excitement around Spider-Man, but not at this level. Like, this has even shocked me, where I'm like, bro, this is insane. Like, the kind of numbers that the trailers, the images, everything for it is doing is shocking, you know? So we'll see. Now, keep in mind also, what do you guys think about this whole thing of Tom Holland saying that he's done? That he's gonna not just be done, by the way, with Spider-Man. Apparently, he's gonna take some time away from acting altogether. Which, to be fair, maybe is a smart move. For somebody as young as him, and having been thrust into the limelight and being under pressure, like, as somebody who deals with 1/1,000,000th of the kind of criticism that he would, or 1/10,000,000th, whatever it is, like, whatever type of comparison you want to say, I could understand why he would want to be like, you know what, let me just go on ahead and take some time off. He's made lots of money, you know, he's done a lot of movies lately. Like, you could really tell that he pushed to do a lot of projects, almost like he was kind of trying to like bank a bunch of cash and a lot of projects and kind of be like, okay, I can just walk away now and chill out. And interestingly enough, he's the one that brought up the idea that he believes that after No Way Home, Sony should then make a Miles Morales movie, which I don't disagree with, because I think that it would be really cool if they did do that. Because imagine then the impact. Like, you know how excited people are right now about Toby, Andrew, and Holland coming together? Imagine the hype if you get a well-established Miles Morales universe and then you bring back Tom Holland as well. That'd be cool, you know? Now, of course, if they do the comics like the way that it happens in the comics, they would have to kill off Peter Parker and then let Miles take over the mantle. I don't know how well received that would be, but who knows?
Take a breather, kids.
The MCU Peter is just Miles Morales, but white. Whoa. That's a controversial statement, Manny. Hold up. Do you guys want to try to get the shield facility first? How so? I mean,
Hostiles in sight.
I guess I'd be intrigued. What do you mean by that? Because I feel like
When your signal detector picks up the vault
they do have
frequency,
distinctly different
follow it to reach the vault location.
character traits. At least what I would associate with Miles Morales versus Tom Holland's Spider-Man. Oh, get the Synthoid. Yo, let's go, dude. Make it rain. It's Christmas time. Let's go. That's brilliant. We got a lot of loot right there. That's fantastic. Even though I don't necessarily need it, but whatever. Fine. Okay. I guess back on track. Oh yeah, because that'll end well if they kill off Peter. Well, that's what I'm saying. They shouldn't kill off Peter. They should just write him out of it. That. Remember? Do you guys remember? Like, I don't know why. I think people just, it's probably just because people have really short-term memories. But do you remember when Marvel's Spider-Man, like the sequel, was announced and it was Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales, and the reaction people had? They were like, bro, they're gonna kill off Peter. Da, 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 da. Like, it was already, there was not even any indication that that's what they were gonna do. But people just jumped to it and they were already going ham. So I don't think it's the right move for sure, but who knows? Like, if that's, to be fair, like, you know, the people who are always like, oh, I'm a comic book purist and all that. If you're a comic book purist, that's what you do. Like, that's how Miles gets introduced, is with the death of Spider-Man in Ultimate Fallout 4, is when he becomes the new Spider-Man, right? Now, again, it was in the Ultimate comic book universe, which is separate to the 616, but they did bring those two together now. I mean, is he though? Probably. He's younger and in high school. They took Genki and made him Ned. The mentor-mentee relationship, the loss of a hero in the world, and he now takes after. I mean, when you put it that way, dang it. Wait, is Tom Holland Spider-Man? Miles Morales? He doesn't have electrical webbing. Boom, slam dunk. Can't negate that. EXD, got him, baby. High five, chat. I shut him down. I showed him. Slice and dice. That's good points. It is kind of good points. Like, I didn't think... I mean, I don't know why. I kind of... For some reason, it feels like it is incorrect. Right? But when it's broken down like that, it does seem... But, okay, but what I would say, the one distinction, though, or like a big distinction, would be the family stuff, right? Like, the family dynamic that we see with Peter is different to the family dynamic that we see for Miles, right? Like, with his mom and his uncle. So, I think that... I'm not trying to say that you're not making an interesting point, because I've never thought about it that way, and it is an interesting perspective for sure, that like Tom Holland Spider-Man does have a lot of the qualities that a lot of the character traits and experiences that Miles experiences in the comics have been adopted for Peter for sure. But again, like I think you're right. But I also think, like, the family stuff is distinct. Wait, hold up. How can we get through this mountain? So let's just follow Creeper Game. He always knows where to go. So I think that's a variant for sure. A variant, get it? Shout out to Loki. But it is an interesting point. Honestly, I never thought about it that way. So you do raise an interesting point. PS4 games are in the gamerverse. Yes. Well, not just PS4 games. It's just the Insomniac world, I suppose. Right? I forget what number it was. What was that number that is it 1224 or something like that? There's like a specific number that is associated with that world. Ooh, here we go. There's a chest out here. You do need DNA keys though to open it up. There's also a regular one, to be fair, on the other side. Dude, this skin's really cool. Seriously. I like this trench coat look. You guys think that would be a cool thing to wear IRL? Or would that be just redonkulous? I need to look into it. Cooper Pooper! What a name. Thank you for the 279, making you the biggest super chatter of the stream. Thanks for the support. Peter's still young, though. I don't think anybody was fighting that point. Yo, Game and Pizza, lead the way, bro. I'll be on in 1.5 hours. Aaron, I'll definitely still be streaming, so hopefully I'll have you join then. Dude, Iron Man died and literally the pandemic begun. Was it really? Nah. Hold up, when did end? Wasn't the end game in 2018? The pandemic was 2020. Am I wrong? Was Endgame 2020? No, it can't be 20. When the heck did Endgame happen?
The automated systems are recognizing you. Please proceed to the activation.
I feel like time has been moving very bizarrely, you know? Philip says, if there was a Black Friday sale for this game, is it worth getting? I think you can get it now on Xbox, part of Game Pass. So just do that. That's a pretty cheap way of getting that, getting Halo, getting Forza. So I would definitely recommend checking it out that way if you have an Xbox or a PC that can run Game Pass and these games well. Otherwise, if you can get this game for below $20 for PlayStation, I think you won't regret it. 2019. Okay. I guess kind of. Yo, Blitz, got some huge Fortnite news. We'll be getting a Spider-Man and Matrix skins in December, as well as Morbius in January. This is coming from a reliable leaker. Also, the mechs are back. Yeah, I saw that. They got funded in like under a day. I was really hoping the noobs would not make it happen that fast. But boy, oh boy, they got to work. Did they ever? That's 3, 4, 1. Okay. My number 3? It's got to be on the opposite side, no? Hey, Blitz, can I join the next one? Night Ninja? Yeah, probably. Just stick around. I want to make sure that people are actually here, you know? Because sometimes people will be like, oh yeah, I'll play it, but then they leave. And then I'm just sitting here waiting for them. So as long as you're here, I don't see why not. The MCU loves to change their characters slightly, just as Peter has changed Miles Woods too. Yeah, I mean, of course, like, I'm not one of those people who's like a comic book purist in the sense that like, oh, it has to be like how it was in the comics. I think you should use the ideas, like the foundation of the character. But I understand that a new writer or a director, they want to put their own spin on things. Otherwise, like, if it's just the comic book come to life, like, that's even boring for people like myself, because I've already read the comic book. Like, I don't I don't necessarily want to see it in live action. You know, I do want to see something unique, some different take, something that makes it interesting. Now, sometimes that goes too far, right? And they'll take a character and they completely strip them from anything that makes them that character. And then that sucks too, right? So it's a fine balance that you have to kind of like find. Possibly Holland could come back for Avengers 5, or if Venom is in post-credit, that'll confirm Spider-Man 4. I mean, we'll see. It'll be interesting to see, just because you see Tom Holland with multiple interviews say that he wants to take a break from acting, that he believes that this is the wrap-up of this trilogy, that this is the end of like his Spider-Man story. Again, this could all be just talking points. This could all be his way of promoting the movie. This could all be negotiation tactics. Like maybe if he has a new contract coming up, it would be smart for him to act like he has no desire to keep going, because then Sony will be more inclined to, you know, write a bigger check, and he could get to that Robert Downey Jr. level, you know, where he's making, I don't know, $40 million per movie. So we don't know, right? The only thing we can do is speculate. Beyond that, only time will tell. Holy moly, chill, dude. Yeah, I'm dropping heals. Lightning bolt! Dude, this guy got yeeted. I'm out here. Get off me. Hawkeye still to this day is one of the most fun characters to play as from a gameplay perspective. Just super duper fun. Probably Venom, because Avengers 5 is still in the long run. Yeah, I mean, we don't have any insight on when a new Avengers is coming, right? Like, we don't even know. Did they give us a date for Fantastic Four, or just a logo? I think they only gave us a logo. So who knows how far that is? And again, I think it is smart for them to first spend some time establishing this new cast of characters, because if they don't, in my opinion, the next Avengers movie will be a failure. Because I think that the reason why it mattered, like when the Avengers came together for the first time in 2012. Yo, Cooper Pooper, thank you so very much for the $13.99. Much appreciated. Thank you for the support. Thanks for being the biggest super chatter of the stream. The reason why it mattered is because they established them. Like, yes, the Incredible Hulk movie now retroactively, like, doesn't matter as much, but still, we had Thor, we had Captain America, we had Iron Man, we had Hulk. Black Widow, even though she wasn't as like established in her own movie, she appeared in the Iron Man movies. Like, they spent time with the character of Natasha Romanoff, introducing her, introducing Nick Fury, introducing Agent Coulson. So when they all come together, it felt special. You cared about the characters, the stakes. It mattered to be like, okay, let me see what it's like to have them all work together. Now, because they're kind of in the rebuilding phase, it's like, you know how I would equate it? Think like if you have a team, like if you're a sports fan, right? Think if you have a team that's super dominant, right? Very successful. They win championships in every contest and every cup that they compete in, etc. But then the team has gotten old and they need to replace their players. They need to bring in new, fresh blood to rejuvenate the franchise. That new team very rarely will be successful right off the bat. It takes time to rebuild, right? Like, it takes time to get the new players to gel together, the new players to go on ahead and play for the team and not try to like steal the limelight. That's kind of where the MCU is right now, I feel like, is that they're trying to like establish a new team, right? They're introducing all these characters, and hopefully we get to spend enough time with all of them so that we care, right? So that then when they bring them back together, it's exciting again and it's a big deal, you know? aka FC Barcelona. Exactly, Nicolas Ramirez. Very good comparison. That is what Barcelona is currently going through. Did you hear about Ms. Marvel? What about Ms. Marvel, Jacob Kerr? Yo, good work, team. Muhammad says, hi. What's up, Muhammad? How you doing, man? Hey, Blitz, this is such a well-timed stream as I just re-downloaded the game to play and go along with your walkthrough of the Kate Bishop, Hawkeye, and Black Panther DLCs. Am I allowed to play next? Searle, yeah, just stick around. Again, I'll be asking for more players once we play one more mission. I always play 2 missions at a time with each crew. Okay, let me see. Can I upgrade this? Cannot, not yet. By the way, guys, this is the new skin for Hawkeye based on Age of Ultron. There it is, looking pretty darn cool, if I may say so myself. What's the challenge card out here? I haven't even been following any of these tasks, huh? Defeat 25 enemies without being downed. Why does that say 2 out of 10? I most certainly... Huh? Like downed isn't like fully downed or just getting hit? Defeat enemies with heroic attacks. Okay. Defeat disrupted enemies using startling disruption. Sorry. Disrupted enemies defeated by teammates count towards total. Why? Dear Avengers, please don't make challenges like this. This is so overly complicated. This turns people away. Don't make things like that. Maybe I'm the only one that feels like this, but like, honestly, keep it simple. You know, there's that acronym. KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. That's what you got to do in life. Most of the time, try to simplify before making things complicated. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. Okay, hold up. I got to dismantle some gear. Plus, it allows me to go on ahead and read some chat. Do you think we'll get Spider-Gwen after Miles Morales? I mean, maybe they'll build towards a Spider-Verse. I don't know. I'm not certain. I think that if Holland is done, like if he really does want to take a break, which again, perfectly reasonable approach, I think that most likely we will see Miles Morales next. Beyond that, I think it's just a matter of like, how will people receive it, right? Like, because again, some people get triggered by the fact that the Batman is happening, right? Where they're like, oh, yet another relaunch. Like, how many Batman movies do we need? Etc., etc. So if you introduce Miles Morales, there will be a group of people that will say, well, why do we need another Spider-Man? So it'll be important for them to make sure that they can communicate distinctly that the character is different, that this is not a relaunch. This is an addition to the Spider-Verse, not a full blast reset like previous iterations have been. Okay, let's pick another mission. Rafael De Luna, what's poppin'? Yo, Kid Inkling, thank you for the 199 super chat. Did you hear about the new web? Sorry, I'm guessing you wanted to say WB. The new WB Smash Like game. Yes, I did hear about it. I think that they made some correct decisions with it by making it free to play. Hopefully it's cross-platform play. If that's the case, I think it has a much better chance of being successful than the Nickelodeon title, just because of the fact that the barrier of entry is lowered. And if they can make it so that you can play with everybody, it doesn't matter which console you're on, I think that will most likely make it at least somewhat successful. Okay, I don't want to do another Hive mission since we just did that. Maybe we could do... Infinite Gamer, thank you so very much for the 2-Buckaroo Bomb. From 1 to 10, how excited are you for No Way Home? I mean, I get pretty... Yo, Coob! Cooper, welcome to the Blitz Army. I'm gonna give you a salute in just 1 second. I get pretty excited about Marvel movies like when we get really close to them. So right now I'd probably say like 8, just because there are some things storyline wise that I'm very worried about in terms of like how complicated will the story get, because when you do multiverses and time travel and all this stuff, I oftentimes don't like those stories because I'm paying too much attention to making sure that things make sense. Like I can't turn off that part of my brain. And so because of that, I'm cautiously optimistic. Cooper, welcome to the Blitz Army. Salute from me to you, first member of the day. The perks that you unlock are, of course, emotes, badge next to your name, access to the playlist of videos, which you can check out the link for that in the description, as well as by going to the members tab on the Blitzwinger YouTube channel. Of course, in addition to that, you also get access to the Pixelmon server if you'd like, priority in sub games and custom games, and access to exclusive channels on the Discord. Thank you so very much for your support, man.
And you have a plan to stop her.
You're damn right.
Do you think in No Way Home, Andrew and Toby are coming? Yes, I do. All right, let's rock and roll.
Nearly there, Mr. Barton. Project Omega's development site is a few clicks away.
Is there any common gaming myths you want to debunk about? What? I want to debunk? I don't know what that means, Nationverse. What are your thoughts on Moon Knight Disney Plus show? I think that will probably end up being my favorite Disney Plus show. If it's not that, it'll probably be Hawkeye. Hey, I've been subscribed for 7 days now, so I can chat. Cool, Liam. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Are the DLC packs free if you don't own the game when they come out? Yes. They are free. The only part that is paid is the battle pass for the characters. So, like, the new characters have, like, a battle pass that you need to purchase. I don't remember what it is. I think it's like 500 credits, so $5 USD. But then again, on Xbox, it's a little cheaper because of the Game Pass. Point is, the content itself and the characters are free. Yo, not the nerd! Thank you for the super chat. Shout out to Takashi69 with the hung. Thank you for the 750 ISK. Blitzwinger, what level are you so I know how close I am? I think I'm level 158, maybe? Something like that. I don't remember, dude. I haven't played today or... Yes. Did I play yesterday? Maybe I played a little bit yesterday.
Enemies engaged, y'all.
Hey, Blitz, after the back and forth, I got Avengers, and I'm about to finish the main campaign. DLC incoming. Nice, Nicholas Ramirez. What'd you think of it? I'm curious. As somebody who's just like a recent player of Avengers and didn't play it originally when it released with a whole lot more bugs and stuff, I'm curious. What was the experience like? And also, I'm curious to know which console did you play it on? Because I feel like that probably impacts your experience. Sweet. Oh, wait. There's an extra task out here. Let's go do that first. The one on the side here. If Spider-Man comes to Fortnite, what edit style do you want for him? I mean, I think most likely if he's coming in December, then it probably means that we're getting an MCU based design. That seems to be their kind of recent strategy. So I would want a comic book edit style. Like if we get one that's based on the No Way Home, you know what would be the best thing they could do if they want to like convince just everybody to get the skin? Hear me out, chat. How freaking cool would it be if it's Spider-Man and the edit style is all three, Toby, Andrew, and Holland Spider-Mans? So you buy the skin once, and then you get the 3 edit styles representing each one of the live action Spider-Mans. I think that would be legitimately insanely well received, you know? DC Injustice cartoon movie. I want a second movie. Okay. I'll get right on that, dude. Since I am the executive producer, according to you. I'll get right on that. Okay. Sometimes you get a comment like that where you're just confused. You're like, what does it have to do with me? Boom! Hit him with the triple arrows. Slice and dice. I'm looking super duper cool. Completing these tasks. Heyo. Alright, let's go do this extra question mark thing. You called Spider-Man Iron Man Jr. I will never forgive you. Okay, fine. That's a you problem. That's not a me problem. I remember you watching the Lego Marvel Avengers. I remember you watching the Lego Marvel Avengers Fing Fang Foom video. You remember me watching? Or do you remember me from when you watched the Fing Fang Foom video for Lego Marvel Avengers? That's probably what you meant. That was just weird phrasing. I dropped heals. Yo, let's crush the Exos, dude. Swerved out of the way. And oh boy. Got him. Ooh. All right, let's figure out how to open this chest. There's some up above. There's nothing on the roof. Hey, GG. I'm actually thinking about this right now. Do we ever see Hawkeye use the sword a lot in the MCU? Because I know he uses the swords as Ronin, right? But we barely see him as Ronin, except for that, like, the one fight scene, sort of. Wherever it was. I think it was in Tokyo. It'd be kind of cool to see more of him utilizing the sword. Maybe it'll be the case in the show, right? A lot of Spider-Man enemies should be Marvel's Avengers game. Should be in Marvel's Avengers game? Is that what you're trying to say, Kevin 11?
That looks bad.
Drifty says, hello, everyone. I am now here. Hello?
Of course, you're witnessing a form of electromagnetic radiation. The energy fluctuations are very alarming.
We're definitely in the right
There's a
place.
chest here. I pinged it. No, only an endgame. Yeah. It'd be cool if he had the sword.
Bad for them. Oof, look at that gate. So much.
Oh, here we go. We got some enemy.
Yeah,
Yikes.
isn't exactly part of AIM's vocabulary.
I dropped heals. What was that? Did that guy just disappear? Come on. Whoops. Ooh, somebody's down. I don't know why I'm excited about that. It's more about the fact that it means that this is a bit of a challenge, which is fun. Because I feel like we've been sort of breezing through most of the challenges. You pick him up? Sweet. Whoa, what the heck was that? I swear, the lock-on for this is horrific. Like, sometimes it literally just swerves you like an entire 180, and you're like, whoa, what's happening right now? Like, you'll hover over one enemy, but it'll just teleport you over to the other one.
Okay, one minute down.
Okay, we did it. Good stuff.
The energy signature originates far underground and indicate the presence of a facility deep below.
Right, how do we get there?
The bunker overhead contains a personnel elevator.
And boom! Really? That's all I did as far as damage? Dang. Okay.
There's a chest with gear.
Ooh, Dreadbot! Holy moly, dude, you just melted him! Creeper game? Hold up, are you down? Oh, no, I gotta assist him. Let's go! Hey, Iron Man leveled up. Congratulations.
Bunker doors are opening.
Nice work, Hawkeye. You've been practicing? Usual. Plenty of practice, plenty of cardio. Trip for the apocalypse.
Okay, open up the chest. And let's go. Boom. Probably not in the Hawkeye series because it's a lighter show than Endgame. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much more of Hawkeye we're going to see past the Hawkeye series. This is not me making predictions or anything like that, but I just don't know how
Avengers.
they will incorporate.
Thorn in my side.
Let me clarify this. How much more of Clint Barton's Hawkeye we will see past the Hawkeye
It's in
show?
the future, Monica. Project Omega didn't save the world. It ruined it.
Project Omega's potential is beyond anything.
Oh, that's awesome, Galaxy. I'm happy to hear that.
If it has
That's great. 8 out of 10 is a great rating.
I do not like the sound of that.
I'm excited to see who the villain could be in Hawkeye Disney Plus show. So first of all, some of the stuff that I know, like I think we know about, is the oh my goodness, is Manny still here? It's gonna be the what's their name? Something Mafia. Tracksuit Mafia. That's right. Thank you. Then Echo, the actress that's been cast for Echo, has been confirmed to be seen in set photos and I think maybe I don't know if in the trailer, but definitely in set photos. So that's gonna be another character that will be. And then we know that based on the way that Black Widow ends, we know that Florence Pugh's Widow is going to be possibly going after Clint as well, right? Or at least she has some score to settle with him because she's been led to believe that he's the reason why Natasha is dead. So maybe there will be some sort of a rivalry there too. Ping the chest. Yes, level 38. Sweet. You know what I should have done? I don't know why I didn't do this at the start. Okay, so I'll do this. EXP.
Security lockdown up ahead. Expect heavy resistance.
Can't ever be easy, can it?
Monica's trying her
Also,
best to
Kate's
stall
mother is a villain.
We'll have to try harder then.
That is true, but I don't know if they... It might be a lot to introduce, but who knows? Do we know how many episodes this thing is going to be already? Did they confirm some? I'm sure they have. I just don't know. Hear that? Ooh, no, not good. Okay. Yo, Cooper, thank you for the super chat. I'm gonna read that in just 1 sec. Dude, did you see that? Yo, that follow-up arrow animation is sick. Yo, let's take down the Adaptoid. Uh-oh. That was not so good.
Good job, you.
Oh my goodness, how is he not?
Sleeping on the job. Thanks for having my back.
Okay, good job. Good pickup. You just got to defeat the remaining AIM agents. I got this. It's time to Hulkbuster. 6 episodes? Really? That's all? Oh, wow. That's surprising. Then I kind of hope they don't introduce Kate's mom. Because again, like, I just think if you do too... It's like what happened with Eternals, where it's like, I feel like they introduced too many characters at once. What's happening? Why are the doors not opening? Is there still an enemy that's like spawned in? Oh, yeah, there's one right there.
Security lockdown has been lifted. Well fought, Avengers.
There we go.
Every second counts, people. Keep it
Let's
moving.
go. Dude, this guy just keeps glitching in. That was bizarre. That dash ability is really cool. Cooper says, Blitz, what's your username? Blitzwinger? What do you mean? What's my username? This game is a 6 out of 10. Like, it's a beautiful game, don't get me wrong, but there's not free roam.
Damn it.
I mean, look, I'm not gonna even disagree with you on that score, because again, there's a lot of problems that I think this game has. I also think that it really depends on when you played this game, right? Because I think like people like myself who played the game day one on PlayStation 4 have a completely different experience than people who, let's say, play this right now on an Xbox Series X or a really good PC or a PlayStation 5 or heck, even the PlayStation 4, because you guys don't have to experience nearly as many bugs and issues and problems that all of us like day one players had. So because of that, we have like a different experience with this game. And I think because of that, I probably would give it a lower rating than somebody who just plays it right now. Which is why I'm always curious to hear from people who play it now that it's been patched and it has far less problems than what it used to. And even then, there's still issues that happen now, you know? Hey, dude, I'm gonna have so much gear to dismantle after this. It's crazy. All right. How do you have Hulkbuster while as Hawkeye? So the way that it works is that the Hulkbuster Ultimate Heroic is that you're able to just drop in the Hulkbuster, and then anybody else on the team, yes, even the Hulk, can hop into the suit and pilot it. So you can continue to play as Iron Man while your teammates are piloting the Hulkbuster, which is really cool. So again, there's a lot of stuff like that in this game that is really fun and really cool as a Marvel fan. It's just neat to see this stuff and be able to play as all these different abilities and stuff. But then there's issues as well. What do we need to do? Just stand here? Yeah. Holy moly, dude. There's one hit. Hit him with a nice little combo wombo there. Okay. We're doing really well. 69, 71%. Holy, we are crushing aim right now. Dude, look at that combo. Yo, that's actually kind of... Dude, I almost died right there. It's actually a sick combo to do the magnetic arrow, like the one that draws enemies in, and then follow it up with the charge triangle arrow, the one that like splits 3 arrow shots. That's sick. It does so much damage. And plus you get a bunch of splash damage as well, and all the enemies that get drawn in with the... Wow. I mean, I took 90% damage there when I dropped off the map, so that kind of sucks. So my bad. Oh, okay, we've lost 2. I got him, don't worry. There's healing as well. Come on. Okay, it's 1. Man, these guys are putting up suddenly one heck of a fight. Dude, that was 1 hit. My goodness. Like, we're taking a lot of damage. These bubble shields are really annoying too. But to be fair, that is a good defensive play from the enemy. Like, it's smart. Yo, bro! Oh my goodness! Like, every time I take a lot of damage is because my character follows the enemy down off the map, which is a disaster. Because then now I can get knocked. Dark Lord, thank you for the super chat. What up, Blitz? How are you today? I'm doing pretty well. Thanks for asking. How are you, man? Ooh, chat, we hit 300 likes. Thank you. Thank you for the support. If you haven't hit the thumbs up yet, please do so. Also, share the stream. Thank you for the support. Let me know in the chat also, what's your favorite Hawkeye skin? I forgot to ask that. I always do. When the new skin comes out for a character, I'm like, yo, what's your favorite one so far? Maybe it's the new one. Max, we've already seen Kate's mom. She's in the show. We just don't know how involved she will be. Oh, I didn't know that either. Who did they cast for that?
It's beautiful, isn't it?
When do you think they will add AIM to the MCU? Hold up. Aren't?
You know what? Fine.
Not Justin Hammer. But during that, in Iron Man 2, do they not show AIM? Like, not show AIM, but like they confirm that AIM exists? Haven't they made a reference to a company of advanced idea mechanics being a thing? I swear I remember seeing that. Where'd she teleport? Oh, I guess took her down. Dude, you do so much damage. That's insane.
There is no end to these clones.
Tuck and Creeper Game are legit carrying. They do so much damage. It's crazy. I'm here. Arrows incoming. Nice little combo wombo. Oh no. Get out, get out, get out! Alright. Attack the Scientist Supreme. Yeah, like, look at that damage. Did you see that? He hit her with one unibeam. That was crazy. 25% of her health bar just melted away. Do you guys remember when everybody struggled with this boss fight? When it was just released? Was it this one or was it... I'm trying to remember now. Maybe it was the Super Adaptoid, actually. I think it was this one as well, though. I'm pretty sure people had troubles with this boss fight initially, too. I got him. I don't know why this ability, like these arrows, it reminds me of the what was the name of the little like wrist launcher in Mandalorian? Like it was like Whisper something birds, whistling birds maybe? Was that what it was called? Something like that. It had like a pretentious name like that. No, 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 get out! Dude. I swear it reminds me of that. Hey, Creeper Game called in the cavalry.
Got you covered. Thanks, fella.
You're merely delaying the inevitable.
Attack! We crushed it! How is whistling birds pretentious? Because it's just so like if you have like a weapon, what do you call it? Whistling birds? Of course not. You call it the ex-wife. Now that's a great name for a weapon, right?
The Resistance will always have your back.
You have calculated, Barton. Even unfinished, the cosmic cube's power is magnificent.
I always love the expression on Hawkeye's face in that cutscene because he always goes like, "Oh, that wasn't me." I just wish he would have delivered a line like that. The ex-wife. Yeah, the ex-wife was a great name for a weapon. Have you seen WB's new game, Multiverses? Yes, I have seen it. It's a really weird looking glove too. There's so many details of this costume that I never noticed in the movie, or like when you see it in the game, you spot more details.
I hope.
Brah, we did it.
Bruh.
Hey, great success. Very nice. Wow, wow, woo. Mission complete. It's nice. Have you seen Shang-Chi? Yes, I have seen Shang-Chi twice now. I've not seen it since it's been added to Disney Plus. Oh, need to check it out. Just because I'm curious. Isn't it one of the movies with the IMAX effect? Yes, boost. Let's go! Power level 146 for my boy Hawkeye. All right, so let's set up a new crew. Let me just go on ahead and did we level up? I think we did, didn't we? Let's travel to the outpost. Cyril, no worries, bro. That's because it's an archer's glove. I wouldn't know. I've never shot a bow. Well, sorry, that's not true. I have shot a bow and arrow once, but it was like just like one of those like goofy Nerf style bow and arrows. So it's not. I don't think that should be considered. You know. All right, let's double check.
I'm over here.
Wow, really? Still haven't leveled up? That's strange to me. Okay. So let's set up a new crew. Who wants to join? I used to do archery. Oh, cool. That sounded so disingenuous. Cool. That makes sense why you like Hawkeye then. Next lobby. Let's see who's here. If you're a member at the captain rank, guys, again, one of the perks you get is that anytime I stream any type of game like this where there's like multiplayer, you get to join me. So if you'd like to join, please let me know. Araya, you get to join. I'm scared for how they will handle the live action. Atla? Is that Avatar The Last Airbender? Or is there a character called Atla that I'm not aware of? Darkseid, I got you. I learned archery because of... Oh, okay. So never mind. I guess it's the other way around then. Araya, that's you. Night Ninja. Do I have you added? I don't know. Okay, let's just search. Night Ninja. Okay. And make sure you are ready to play. That is correct. And Demon Wolf, I got you. I hope Moon Knight Disney Plus show will be rated R. I don't think it is. I think it's confirmed that it's not. But it looks like it will be dark. Like it, or at least it'll be like they're not shying away from some of the concepts for like, look, part of Moon Knight's like grittiness will be more about like discussions around mental health and things like split personality disorders and stuff like that, right? So it'll be interesting to see. And it looks like they will be exploring that because you can see that he's in a very like psychotic state, even in the little bit of the footage that we've seen. So that's, I think, confirmed. Like, I don't think I'm spoiling anything. And then that scene of him just pummeling whomever that is that he's punching. And that seemed like they're not shying away from violence or the violence that will be required for that type of storytelling. So I don't think that, like, for example, the character of Daredevil, I think, requires a mature rating. The character of Moon Knight, I don't think has to be rated R or, as I found out, TVMA. Like, I just don't think it's like a necessity. I've really enjoyed the experience. Gameplay leveling up has been quite fun. A few cutscene glitches, though. The PS5 loading times are made a huge... Yeah, for sure. Like I say, like, if you can... Again, obviously I understand not everybody can afford the PlayStation 5 and all that. Like, I get it. Like, I'm not trying to say that, like, oh, you have to play it that way. But if you can play this game on a next-gen or current-gen, I guess at this point, console, or if you have a really great PC, I think you'll have a much better experience with the game. Because the load times, the glitches seem to be just far more rare on these consoles. Yo, let's go. Dude, Demon Wolf out here with power level 144. Yo, we can do that next level mission. This will be fun. Because everybody's OP on here. Winter Wolf, what's poppin'? Chris Evans, speaking of what's poppin', Chris Evans, saying, Blitz, will Injustice make a comeback tomorrow? No, it will not. Okay, so we got the crew. Where was it? I think it was out here on the Pacific Northwest or the Snowy Tundra. Yeah, we're doing Last Avenger Standing. We also, dude, I also want to do this though. I want to do anchor points and Last Avenger. Look at the loot that we're gonna get from this. This is nuts, man. There's so much stuff you get here. And then over here, the reason why I want to do this one is because of the polychrons. Oh, but this is single player only. Dang it. Okay, well, I guess we'll do this then. All right, I'm just going to quickly run to use the washroom. BRB, someone's microphone is on. Please mute yourself. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Guys, when I'm back, if we're at 350... Never mind, we're already at 350 likes. That was awesome. And when I'm back, if we're at 375 likes, that would be phenomenal. Thank you so very much for your support. Share the stream in the meantime. I'll be right back. Enjoy Chairwinger.
We're approaching the hydro dam.
You have a plan, Kate?
I just figured we wing it.
What?
I'm joking, dude. Have a little faith. Okay, we take out the comm tower first, then sneak in and inspect their safety violations.
What's poppin', everybody? I'm back. What's up? All right, let's rock and roll. Why are we still not in a mission? Is it? Please don't tell me it's that glitch again. Also, why is that Araya's and Demon Wolf's nameplates? I don't know why. Legit remind me of Homelander.
Affecting the atmosphere.
Okay, so what am I looking at? Past and future sky?
More like radiation trail.
Oh, good. I feel much better about going outside now.
You know what else I was going to ask you guys? Because I just saw it. It was added to...
There's a
Was it
communications array
Stars
nearby.
or something? Whatever it was. Has anyone watched the Hit Monkey show?
Able to call for backup.
Like the one that's on Hulu? And if so, what'd you guys think? Okay, so somebody's definitely talking. Mute.
What was that?
The
Mute.
closer you get to the origin point, the
Mute.
stronger the disruptions get. They're radiating
Wave
out of that
effects.
place like waves. Listen, be careful down there. Tachyon
Just
exposure
dismantle
isn't
all this
usually
stuff.
lethal, but
We'll be streaming when Boba Fett
American
comes to
levels like
Fortnite
this.
on December 24th. Yes.
Not usually lethal.
Along with,
You're
don't forget
man.
Fennec Shand is also joining.
Vitals from here.
So we're getting two.
Then lead with that.
Oh, my mic's muted? I don't know whose mic it was on. I didn't say it was you. I just said somebody was.
You know, it would be pretty if it wasn't slowly warping reality.
Okay,
I think I'm
let's
getting
go.
some sense.
I followed your original PS4 walkthrough and noticed you took parts out, such as when you would lose. They took so long. You have to keep in mind, I edited a lot of glitches out, right? Like, if I did like a review or like a highlight reel type thing, then I would probably keep them in just for the goofs and like point out how funny things are, or like how like
Kinda reminds me of the time I took
wonky some of the glitches are and like how much they would break the game. But
Communications array.
I edited out a lot of stuff that was just game breaking bugs or things where I would have to like literally restart the game. So there's a lot of issues that never made it into the walkthrough, which is, I always debate about those things, because on one hand, I feel like I should include them, because sometimes people will be like telling me in the comments like, bro, Blitz, why do you keep pointing out that there's a lot of glitches? Like, I don't even see them. I'm like, well, because if I kept all the glitches in the game, then you would know, but I would also have to like, it would be just, you know, 7 to 10 minutes every time of me just restarting the game, relaunching it, reloading the checkpoint, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? So instead, I would just edit those portions out. All right, I'm on my way. It's a mature show, just like MODOK, so be advised. Yeah, I know that. I was just curious about the quality, because the animation looked pretty bad. Like, it looked like one of those, like, Newgrounds Flash animations that was, like, a $3 budget. You know, like, you, especially, like, think about some, like, you know, like, let's say right now, recently we got Arcane on Netflix, right, for League of Legends. That's, like, some of the best, if not the best animation I've ever seen for, like, a show. It's phenomenal. Like, the attention to detail for a show, it's not a movie, right? So it doesn't have, like, a movie budget. But for a show, I can't really think of many other animated shows that are better animated than Arcane. Hitmonkey was... ugh, it did not look great. The trailer, at least, animation-wise. But maybe it's a quality show, right? Like, sometimes the animation might not be the best, but... like, for example, look at the 90s Spider-Man show. It's not super well animated. You know? You go back and you watch it, there's a lot of repetition. They use a lot of the same frames for their animation, but it's a really well done show, and so you can kind of overlook some of the animation flaws. Sorry, my bad. I didn't realize you were holding this. Hey, we crushed it. Good stuff. That's why I was curious. If you'd like to support the channel even more, thank you, Boston. Thanks for reminding people. Wait, Fennec's joining. Guess I'll be buying some V-Bucks then. Yeah, they're adding Fennec and Boba Fett, both.
I'm spotting several AIM patrols up ahead.
So
They're blocking your path to the
I hope that for Boba Fett, we end up getting a style that makes him look like he does in the Book of Boba Fett and Mandalorian, and then also a style that makes him look like regular, classic Boba Fett. I think that'd be awesome. That way, like, if you like the classic design, you get that. If you like the modern design, you get that. And for Fennec, I think it'd be cool if they did, like, masked and unmasked. If you want to do two styles for each, right? What's up, James? I can imagine Wanda, the Scarlet Witch, part of the Avengers. Well, we know that there's audio files based on the Black Panther DLC. We know that there's audio files that confirm the existence of Doctor Strange and the existence of Wanda in this world. So that much is already leaked, quote unquote, even though I wouldn't necessarily call it a leak because it seemed like it was intentional. But I think for a long time now, the rumor has been that the next character that we're going to get, like on all consoles, because obviously Spider-Man is the next character that we're getting, but that's PlayStation only. But the character that will be available on all the consoles is supposedly going to be Scarlet Witch. Holy moly, dude. Yo, I got a heal here. Dropping heal arrow. Yo, good interrupt there. Look at the damage. Look at the damage! Thousands of damage there. Or thousands in damage. Boom! No synthoid is a challenge for me. Nice, perfect evade. Yo, let's go. We got this. Yikes. Holy moly, how tough is this Exo? There we go.
This
Sheesh.
down recently. Looks like it was sent to intercept
All
some
right,
escaped
let's
prisoners.
keep on keeping on.
High alert.
What skin is that? So this is the brand new Age of Ultron skin for Hawkeye. It just dropped today.
Looks tight.
Looks really cool.
Inside won't be easy.
If you're not a fan of the bald Hawkeye, you'll be happy to know that this one has hair.
Clear the area.
So there you go. That's a big deal for you. No, he still does not look like Jeremy Renner. So for the people that are still screaming for like, oh, they should look like them, I think that there's probably licensing issues with that, where Square Enix would have to pay to get the rights for their likeness. Whereas if they do it this way, it's inspired by, and so it's just cheaper for them to do. And if you go off of that report for this game, that this game has lost $63 million or something like that, for $65 million, something like that, for Square Enix, then it probably makes sense that they are being very careful with how much more money they are willing to sink into it. Although, again, I would question those numbers because I think they probably did very well on their Sony Spider-Man deal, and also the new Game Pass deal. Wow. Holy, we literally defeated all the enemies. That's crazy. They're not even spawning in. That's how fast we defeated them. Raffaele, I'll add you afterwards if you don't get added during the stream. If you don't get member status, just remind me maybe during like when we're setting up for a round. I drop heals. Just stay in the circle, we'll keep healing. Boom, dude, that was 15,000 damage on that. Clapped him. Ooh, we got our Night Storm ready. I don't really need to use it at this point. We got 2 enemies remaining. It'll be easy.
Okay, we're clear.
Hey, good work.
Overriding
Open the door! Open the door! What's my emote? Oh yeah, that's kind of cool. He bounces the arrow off the floor. I'm not sure how that works, but I guess it does. She-Hulk is rumored to be the next character added to the game after Spider-Man. Hold up. Where did you get that from? That's out of the blue. I could have sworn that we were all in agreement that Scarlet Witch was the one that was going to be added next. No?
highly concentrated energy signatures at the very bottom of the facility.
Sounds like our tachyon target. It would be at the bottom.
I'd like to see a skin of the original Hawkeye from the comics. That'd be cool. Like a classic homage. Yeah. I'd love to see, again, I think that the really good thing about the Spider-Man character that's coming to this game is the fact that we see a lot of comic book inspired skins for that character. Like, they haven't announced anything MCU based yet. I mean, I'm sure that it's possible that that will happen. But at least they haven't announced anything like that yet. But the reason why that's exciting is because hopefully that means that they'll consider to do that same strategy with some of these characters, where we could get like, give us a really classic looking Iron Man, a really classic looking Hawkeye, a classic looking Cap, etc. Like some characters, obviously like Ms. Marvel, you can't really do a classic look because she's a very new character, and the look that she has in the game is pretty much the look that she has initially in the comic books.
That's the biggest tachyon wave yet.
Oh moly, we got stunned. Yeah, we got to defeat this riot bot. Good stuff. I got it. Did you hear me singing Circle of Life? No, I did not. I muted. Dark side. I definitely did not. Joel says, hi Blitz, how are you? I'm doing well. Joel, what's up? Superheroes don't kill, but then we have the Avengers? What does that mean?
You're up, kid.
That exosuit won't save you, buddy. Target spotted.
Also, there are definitely superheroes that do kill. It's not like a prerequisite to be a superhero. There are lots of superheroes that do kill. Like, I don't think we've ever seen Iron Man be overly concerned about the fact that he's, if he ends up killing somebody during a fight. Like a character like Superman, yeah. Character like Batman, yeah. That's part of their like whole shtick, right? And I'm not saying shtick in like a negative way. I'm saying like that's part of their like character, really. Like, I know Punisher doesn't have superpowers, but Punisher is clearly a character that kills. Very much so. Deadpool's a character that kills.
I gotta go. Hey, Jarvis?
And he's like an anti-hero, but...
Excellent. Take the elevator to the bottom floor.
Open the door! To be honest, I'm really tired of the whole true heroes don't kill thing, or the whole if I kill him, I'm no better than him. Okay.
Readings are getting stronger. You're on the right track.
Okay, this is it. You ready? No idea. Same.
Then just avoid the heroes that are like that.
Here we go.
There's lots of heroes that are not like that. Lots of superheroes kill. Punisher, Thor, Red Hood, even Moon Knight. Yeah, exactly. Moon Knight is another one. And for the record, that's okay, not a problem, because Batman isn't the standard. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the whole idea of what makes them all different, right? Like, unique. That's why when they start like borrowing too much from each character and like trying to apply the standards of one character and the morality of one character onto others, I think that's a silly endeavor, because I think that the whole idea should be that it should be different heroes approach things differently, right? And therefore there might be a set of characters that you identify with, a set of characters that you like, and then another set of characters that you don't like. And that's perfectly good, because that's the idea of variety in these characters, right? Dude, we just crushed these 3 adaptoids. Here we go.
What the hell is that?
If you go into settings, I think there's a setting called button interaction. I believe you can change it from multiple taps to a multiple taps of a button to only one tap. Interesting. I didn't even know that. Thanks for the heads up, Velocity. Loki would definitely be like that. I mean, if you watch the first Avengers movie, you would know what I mean. Yeah, I mean, dude, he literally, doesn't he remove some guy's eyeball? Like, that's pretty, that's not just killing. Like, that's a brutal way of killing, right? Like, there's some characters like Iron Man could be like in a fight or some where it death of a character is like the consequence of the fight, but it's not like a goal that he sets out with.
No.
So everybody kind of forgot about that. They're like, yeah, but you know, Loki. So I know why he does it, but it always seems crazy to me when Batman actively tries to stop someone from killing the Joker or any other villain. Yeah, I mean, like, that's one of the things that always is like questionable about Batman's methods, right? Is that a lot of people will say, like, how much good are you doing by allowing this guy to continue? But the counter argument would be that if you kill the Joker, we've seen that there will always be somebody else. And it's almost like the head of Hydra, right? Like where when you cut off one head, another two will take its place. And that's the same idea there, right? Is that you're trying not to create other Jokers that will be inspired by the fact that they can look at and say, oh, well, Batman killed, right? And you guys consider him to be this signal of virtue, right? So it's an interesting discussion for sure. It's something that you could get way into the thick of things and try to, like, you know, debate the philosophy behind all that. So increases the base or generation speed of intrinsic energy, reduces the intrinsic charge penalty when failing to counter. Oh no, I don't want to use that. We'll use that. Okay, sweet. By the way, I can't wait till the rework comes out that allows you to use these units, because I have quite a few at this point. So I'm looking forward to being able to apply them. Gaming Pizza, I'm curious, how many do you have? If there's somebody that has a redonkulous amount in this community, it's probably Gaming Pizza. He probably has like 100,000 points or something crazy. Loki literally was laughing or in a way while doing the whole kill. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's definitely someone that kills plenty of times too. I mean, he was willing to kill his brother, his father, his mother, right? He never, like, goes that far, but like, we don't see him specifically do that, but he's certainly capable of that. Let's put it that way. Okay, we can get 3 polycrons there. Trying to see any mission that has a lot of polycrons. Three here as well. Fine. Okay, let's do this one. Batman believes he doesn't kill because he's limitless, but he clearly isn't. If he was limitless, he could make exceptions for his no-kill rule, which is a limit Batman is clearly defined for himself. That sounds so convoluted. I don't even understand what that means. What does that mean? What's your definition of limitless? When does Batman ever imply the idea that he's limitless? He never talks about anything like that. Maybe this game is becoming cursed with the Mark V thing. Maybe. You think Mephisto will be in Agatha House of Harkness? No, I don't think so. Again, like I've told you guys, like, I just don't see how Disney can do the character of Mephisto, because it's literally like, it's Marvel's way of copyrighting the concept of the devil. Like, how, I don't know how they will do that. Especially in today's, like, environment where everybody gets triggered by everything. You know that there will be an outcry of people saying, like, oh, they have the devil in one of their show. Like, you know what I mean?
Hey, Doc.
How are you doing today? I'm doing well, Harshi. Thanks for asking. How's the rest of the chat doing today? Also, the new trailer for Spider-Man is cool. What are your thoughts on the way in which they would structure No Way Home? I discussed that during my stream, so go check that out if you want to hear, like, in-depth opinions on things.
any
but
project data
in general, it looks
might be
like,
deleted permanently,
you know,
then
one thing that I was thinking about is I'm super curious to figure out where will Green Goblin fit in the movie, right? Because I understand at the start, Doc Ock and Spider-Man going at it, right? Somewhere in the middle has to be Green Goblin, I feel like. Because the end, I think like the way that the movie ends, like the finale will be Sandman, Lizard, and Electro. So where, by the time that we get to the end, that means the Doc Ock, Green Goblin, and whatever that other goblin is, or maybe if there is a Sinister Six, another villain, they have to somehow be defeated or like removed, right? So that will be interesting. Again, that's why I'm saying, like, it seems like it's going to be a very busy movie. There's a lot going on. So I'm a little worried about that, because I think that, again, the more you complicate a superhero movie, the more there's a chance for just things to fall apart because it's too confusing. Especially for like the general audience, you know? Like if you haven't read a bunch of comic books and you can start making sense of things, or if you haven't watched a bunch of theory videos and stuff, like just the general audience. It'll be really interesting to see how they make sense of it all. Lots of damage there.
I hoped it would take longer for AIM to target you.
Ooh, good work, team.
You're doing something right if AIM feels the need to take you on directly.
Your glass half full attitude's almost endearing.
I'll take a positive attitude any day of the week.
I know it's very late, but I recently got Arkham Knight, and it's awesome so far. Hey, better late than never. And with a game like that, you won't be disappointed. That's a game that, in my opinion, holds up. And I think that it's a game that is similar to like Arkham Origins, where a lot of people disliked it when it was released. And over time, I feel like people have gotten, like, who have gone back and played it, or people who play it for the very first time, seem to have a better opinion of it now than when it was initially released. Why is the pace of our arrows so slow? Oh, because I switched to the other style of arrow. Like, why are the arrows barely firing? I'm here. All right, now we got to defeat these guys. Look at that combo one. Oh, dang it, he interrupted our attack. Yo, let's group up on the Exo first. If we could take him down. I have heals down here as well, so you won't take damage. Okay, one of the Synthoids is down. The Exo is just kind of floating. I don't know what's wrong with it. Not working. Complete chaos here. That camera angle went wild. Good stuff, though. We almost got him. He's like one shot. Sweet. Okay. Shift our attention to the other foes. I'm disappointed about what? Oofsif. Dude, because this enemy has that shrink down effect, I can't actually see them.
Look for a chest with gear nearby.
Some nice combo wombos. Okay, sweet. We only have 2 more enemies to go. Oh, sorry, 1 more enemy to go. I guess somebody took down the 4th. I didn't even see that. Ooh, hold up. I'm gonna get this chest real quick. Arkham Origins deserves a remaster. I agree. It'd be awesome. I mean, but also keep in mind we are getting 2 Batman games supposedly next year, right? Gotham Knights and Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League. I know that Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League is not a Batman game, but it's a Batman game that's actually set in the Arkham universe. So, we are getting new stuff for these franchises. But I also do agree it would be cool to get a remaster of Origins. If you had to rank the Guardians of the Galaxy game from 0 to 10, how much would you give it? Like 8.5, 8 out of 10, in that ballpark. Hi, hey Blitz, the other Goblin you were talking about is Hobgoblin. I don't know how people have so confidently assumed that that's Hobgoblin. I don't understand. Like, I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just saying I don't understand how, based on what did you guys derive that that is Hobgoblin? I really hope I can get Sonic or Vibranium status effects for Hawkeye during the raid. Yeah, that's true. The upcoming raid is apparently very, very challenging. We'll see if that's true. But I'm curious to see, I mean, what it'll be like, right? 6 players instead of 4 in a party. And then, of course, the fact that you've got... Supposedly, they said, like, you're actually going to have to play your role correctly, where you will have to have, like, a healer on your team. Like, it'll matter. You can't just have, like, a random team of 6 Hawkeyes, because that's not a good idea. Like, you need to have a damage dealer. You need to have a character that can do a lot of AoE damage versus close range damage. So you'll have to have, like, a mix. You'll have to have a tanky character like the Hulk. So, I'm curious. You know, Ms. Marvel with her ability to also absorb a lot of damage. Oh, moly. The sheer number of enemies here is just ludicrous. Crushed him. Good stuff. Hey, whoever got the activation, GG. So we can get the extra chest. And yeah, going back to the claw raid, I definitely need to start paying attention to that and get, ideally, Sonic effects on the weapons in order to make sure that I have a character that's actually useful for when the raid drops. I think we're supposed to go this way, right? Only real difference was there was no helmet, just shades and hood, but I doubt it'd be Hobgoblin. I mean, the armor looked completely different. The glider's completely different. The little drones that he has around him are something that version of Green Goblin didn't have. So I would argue that there was quite a lot that was different. I don't also understand that people are like, oh yeah, for sure, that's William Dafoe. I'm like, how could you tell from that image? I don't get it.
Okay, they look interesting. Watch out for new.
I mean, like it's a very blurry shot. It's not like we have clear image where you can make out that it is William Dafoe. So good stuff. Yo, me and Demon Wolf almost defeated this Exo. And to be fair, that's all we have to do is defeat the high value target here. If we do that successfully, we're good to go. We did it. Level 41. Let's go. What level did I start at? Was it 35?
Is below your current position.
Or was it 36? Something like that. There's another chest out here. Not loot. Let's go. Half when the claw raid is out, I'll play Black Panther because he's good for damage and healing. Nice. Yeah, that's true because you could use the Okoye beads ability, right? It looks like the leaked new armor. Aaron, are you talking about Goblin?
I'm making preparations to pull my people back. Feels like we've done what we set out to do. Thank you, Avengers. Commander.
You're welcome. And likewise, Doctor.
Nice work, people. We made a difference here today. Indeed.
I mean, in regards to how they're upgrading their suits, like how Doc absorbs the nanotech, maybe that is the explanation, right? Maybe that as they arrive in this multiverse, they upgrade. And so we see them very similar to how we saw them originally in their own universe. And then they upgrade as part of the MCU. Like, what's his face? Doc Ock gets those red, kind of like powered up nanotech, powered up arms. Maybe Goblin has a similar thing. It could be just as simple as Goblin also loses, and then whatever few last pieces he has left, he kind of like reassembles that new armor together, right? Could be that too.
Wait. My monitoring team detected a huge data.
All right, here we go. We've got the Warbot coming up. I would love to see Gwenpool be brought into the MCU. Again, I understand the desire that everybody has to be like, oh yeah, they should do this and they should do that and they should do this, and that's perfectly reasonable to be excited, especially if that's your favorite character. But I would say the one thing though that we should as a fandom remember is that if they do everything at once, ooh, look at that, we got a Justin Hammer collectible. If they bring in too many characters at once, it'll get way too confusing and people won't be able to follow along. And ultimately, what you need is you need the general public, like not us, like the hardcore fans of Marvel, but you need the general public to be interested in the Marvel universe, because ultimately there's a lot more of them and they're the ones that, you know, buy the Disney Plus subscriptions as well as us. But again, there's a lot more of the general audience who just kind of like casually follows it all. And I feel like if you do too much all at once, like if you're like, oh yeah, and we're introducing Gwenpool and we're introducing Miles and we're introducing Venom into the, like, it'll just get overwhelming and people will start to lose interest because they feel like they can't follow along, right? So that's why I'm like, I want to see all these things happen as well. It'd be cool, but I think they need to do it all at a bit of a slower pace than what they have been lately. Because I think otherwise people will get overwhelmed. Holy moly. Sweet, let's go. Big damage. Big damage. Get ready. Get some heals. Two Hawkeyes teaming up. Oh my goodness, how can I not hit? There we go. Like, how was I missing that? I'll try to get the vents on the legs. I got one.
Looks like it's about to stomp.
Gotta get out. Ooh. Stuff. Now we can go back in. Okay, one more. Got him. Okay, what are we missing? There's got to be a vent somewhere still. Team, look. I don't see anything. If it's all the way up at the top. I don't know if I can get up. Okay, I did get up here. It isn't. It doesn't look like it's up. Oh. Nope, that's not it.
It's down for the moment.
Sweet. Go. Attack, 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 team! I'm gonna drop heals as well. Oh my goodness. That's big damage. I don't know that I've ever defeated the Warbot this quickly. Like, we're not taking down the vents overly fast, but the actual fight, we're doing big damage.
That vents are looking vulnerable again.
Come on. Another one down. Yikes. Holy moly. Moments like this, it's just so chaotic. You just try to just figure out a little bit of space for your character to not die. Okay. Took down the side vent, I think. Love how I say that, and I'm like, I think. Things are so chaotic. Okay, crushed him. Okay, I think that should bring him down. Up at the top. Like the very top. Oh my goodness. No, 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 no. Dude, I'm probably gonna get downed here. Holy moly, I don't know how we survived that. Okay, come on. Is it still the thing up at the top? Nope, that's broken. What the heck have we not taken down? There's got to be another vent that we haven't broken yet. Look on the legs. Maybe it's on one of the legs. Oh, there we go. I think we got him. Ooh, we did it! Let's go! Let's freaking go. Good stuff, Demon Wolf, Araya, and Night Ninja. Good stuff. Here's a hot take incoming. Tobey's the most overrated Spider-Man ever. Everyone likes him from nostalgia. Well, I'm not really sure if that's a hot take necessarily, because I think it's more about like, it's like Pokemon. What I'll draw the comparison is, if you're a fan of Pokemon and like you started playing when Pokemon Red and Blue came out, that's probably your favorite generation. If you started playing when Silver and Gold came out, that's your favorite generation, etc., etc., etc. So same with Spider-Man. If you grew up with Tobey Maguire as your Spider-Man, you probably think he's the best. If you grew up with Andrew Garfield as your Spider-Man, you probably think he's the best. And of course, last but certainly not least, if you grew up with Tom Holland as the most recent Spider-Man, like as you were like the first one that you saw, or you were a kid, etc., then probably your favorite one is Tom Holland. So does that make sense? Detective Cobra, thank you for the 199 super chat. Blitz, did you see Multiverses? Are you excited? I am. I did see Multiverses, and I am excited. Indeed. All right, we're just going to travel to the outpost. I want to get the item unlocked. New member coming your way the 20th of November. Really? Awesome. Thank you, Demon Wolf. If you grew up with Tom Holland, you're like, yeah, but Deku, there are people that like, that's the first Spider-Man that they saw, right? So that's what I'm getting at.
Like someone who wants to talk to me.
Tomorrow, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl comes out in stores. I know. I got my pre-orders. There we go. There's our faction rank. We get our nice little bonus from Fragments, which is sweet. Got everything completed there. Everything completed there. That is absolutely brilliant. So, guys, there you have it. That will be the showcase from my boy Hawkeye for today. Of course, if you guys enjoyed, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Thank you for the support. It is very, very much appreciated. We are at well over 400 likes now, which is awesome. So thank you so very much for tuning on in. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to, once again, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't yet, turn on your notifications. You can also support the channel by grabbing some merch. You can also become a member. Thank you guys so very much for hanging out. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I will hopefully get you guys here next time. Peace out. See you laters, alligators. Bye-bye, everybody.